Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Shanny. I'm here to help you unleash your personal brand. And what that means is getting more visible, becoming a magnetic personal brand, and having client attraction strategies that actually work. So no BS, okay? So welcome to my YouTube channel. I am going to eliminate some fake beliefs and some myths today about what I do. So this one is going to be fun, okay? Make sure you like this video if it's helpful to you. Make sure you share it or tag someone wherever you see this if this helps you and gives you some inspiration, because whatever you want to do with your business or career with the right personal branding strategies, you can do it, and it doesn't have to be overwhelming. You don't have to chase people. You don't have to become a slave to social media, and you can build the freedom and the life that you want. So in order to make sure that you feel it, that you believe it, I'm going to talk to you today about the top 7 misconceptions about what I do, which is personal branding. And I have notes here on my laptop that you don't see, that it's off screen, so you will see me going here so that I don't miss anything because I wrote them down, okay? So this is from phone calls that I've had or comments that I read on social media, whether it is on somebody else's profile and that I'm stalking the comments, or people putting comments for me or questions that I get, okay? So number 1, personal branding is only for influencers, coaches, and entrepreneurs. Wrong. Okay? So I say this all the time. Not everyone should have a business. It's not for everyone. But everyone should be a business. You should treat yourself like a business. So think about this. When you are a professional, you do the corporate ladder thing, you're an executive, you are selling your time and talent to your employer. And most of the time, you're hired to become in charge of selling their message to their end consumer. With the current state of automation and bots and AI, the one thing that can set a brand apart is human connection. So now more than ever, employees should be building personal brands as a part of the overall message of their employer, of the company, to help with the marketing in a unique and unbeatable way. If companies are only leaning on traditional advertising, or like, to me, even just posting a photo of your employees with a message below it, that's not them representing the company. That's just you reposting a photo of the employee, right? So human connection is going to be the marketing asset that sets companies and brands apart for the ones that get it. So for you as a salesperson or a PR executive, a marketing manager, account manager, client relations, whichever role you have that represents the company, this means that you stand stronger to get paid what you want in a job or to get any position you want if you bring the knowledge to the table of how to represent the company by building your personal brand. This includes public speaking skills, skills to speak on camera and talk about the products, skills to talk to people and communicate a message on social media, but also in person outside of the internet in a way that gets them to buy into you and then therefore come to be clients and become consumers of your company that you represent. And this is the same for someone in business. So you don't have to see personal branding for only influencers and content creators and coaches, even though they are the first that get it. So they're the most active, they're the ones that have a passion for it. So you do see a majority of those types of people, including myself, building a personal brand. But it's going to be for everyone. And I'm just gonna sneak in my predictions for the economy and marketing and social media real quickly. And I do see, especially with the run out of corporate that we've seen during the pandemic lockdown, that people want to work remotely more and more. The trend is not going to go away, same as automation and AI and the use of the internet is not going to go away. So companies will find themselves adapting to people individually offering their services as freelancers, contractors, and personal brands instead of the traditional employment where there are robots in the company. We're going to see more of that very soon. And if you are the employee, you're going to see that companies will choose to hire these individual personal brands and people instead of being attached to insurance and employee benefits and requirements and things like that, because it's cheaper and they get more talent for a lower price, right? So on both sides of the spectrum, you need to get with the program. And on the consumer end of things, consumers are going to look for human connection to bond with when they are choosing a significant investment in a product. And they want to know why and the story and the strengths and the unique selling points now that we have the internet, that people can be more informed within seconds. So you either get with the program as an individual, a personal coach or an influencer, or as an employer, or as an employee, or a couple of years from now, you're gonna notice it in your pockets that you didn't go with the economy, with the flow, right? Okay, end of rant. Let me go to my second point here. Here's another fake belief. You have to be a video queen to build a personal brand. Nope. Animation, for example, where you see an image and it has movement and it becomes another picture, is currently a top trend. If you look at someone that I consider a mentor, Dan Coe, you can look on his Instagram. He built his whole profile from animation only. You can see him on YouTube, but his Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, you almost don't see him. It's all animations and drawings and text. So copywriting is another skill that can help you build a brand. You don't have to always be on video. And then when it comes to video specifically, nowadays there are amazing things that you can do with voiceover, with simple editing apps that are accessible to everyone on their phone. So if you make products, let's say you have a brand of coffee, you can have a footage of you producing the coffee and the products or the merch and having a voiceover telling the story behind it, right? A big part of branding is storytelling. So there are so many options for you, but every brand will need to have a face to survive in the current economy. It will either be that you create a face for it or a voice for the brand creatively, or you'll end up paying other people to create content for you and be the face of the brand for you. Like, there's no escaping it. Just stock images and stock videos are just not gonna cut it anymore. And you're gonna feel it in your pockets if you don't get with the program. You don't have to believe me now, but a year or two down the line, you'll see the consequences if you don't participate, okay? So you don't have to be a video queen or king to do your personal branding. Myth number 3, it's expensive. Well, it doesn't have to be, okay? Personally, even though this is my field, can be very intimidated by this. I see all these, especially the podcast bros, as I call them, but they have like studios, equipment, lights, like all these things. And I have always produced something that you see on my Instagram, Facebook, and now YouTube with my phone. That's just like the only equipment that I always have used. I make sure that I have good lighting and I go. The importance is that it looks at least put together, so no blurry images, no just messy backgrounds or craziness that can be distracting so that your message comes across. And it's again the storytelling that really matters. So you don't need to have all of this fancy stuff to have your personal brand have results for you. So it doesn't have to be expensive. You can create content for free that you give to people so that you can grow your audience. You can do collabs. I like to save time and get faster results. So personally, I do have always had a budget that I put towards advertising or PR so that I can see results faster. But it doesn't have to be the same for everyone. If you have a job or you have another way to sustain yourself financially while you build the brand, you can take your time and build it organically for free as well. Here's another one. On the flip side of that, personal branding is free. No, it's not. It's not free, okay? You will need an audience, a method of distribution of your story and your message, and you will need content to deliver to that audience. So that means you have to be prepared to invest in equipment, even if it's the most basic, photography, videography, graphic design, PR, media, advertising, or collabs and things like that to grow your brand, because we all start from scratch. Right now, my videos have 0 views, and sometimes I come back and I see 13 views, then I see 50 views, but it's just right now at the time of this recording, it's really new. So I already know that at some point I'm gonna have to pay someone to collab and go to their podcast for an interview, or I'll have to place an article about what I'm doing in some blog. I'm gonna have to pay for that. So it's not free. Nothing when it comes to you making money is gonna be completely free for you to produce. Think about that. Because some people want to start whole businesses, or they want to grow in their career and they want to have everything for free. They blame and shame somebody that has a coaching program that they have to pay for. And I'm like, how does that even balance against each other? Like, that doesn't make any sense, okay? So anyway, here's another myth. Your problems are unique. No, they are not, okay? This one makes me LOL every time because someone tells me, well, my business is about, I make furniture. So I need to find someone who makes furniture to help me with my business because my business is unique. And you have to realize that yes, you can work with someone who is in the same field to help you with your talent, your gift, and the business specifics. But when it comes to branding, marketing, and things like that, and strategy, it's about, principles. Hey, why did I lose my notes? Give me a second, everybody. This isn't new in YouTube, but I'm gonna get up and put my laptop back in the charger because I have so many notes. Give me a second. Okay, let's fix this. Okay, here we go. By the way, while this comes back together, did you notice that I have hair now? What do you guys think? I sometimes have the urge to shave my head because usually I just keep my hair bald, flat, or sometimes I leave a little bit. But now it's like growing out, and before I knew it, I could grab it and like hold it. So now I'm like, do I leave it or do I keep it? Like, what do I do? But anyways, let me get back to my notes, okay? So I need my laptop because I made so many notes that I want to make sure I don't forget anything in this video. So I was on my point number 5. Let me get back to it. All right. So I think the last one that I said was that personal branding is not free. And then I went over that your problems are not unique. So Personal branding and marketing is about principles, it's about strategy. And the principle of building a distribution channel for your message, attracting people to you, and converting those people into customers or friends or referral partners, whatever you want, is based on principles. I don't have to know how to build cars to create a marketing or branding plan for a car dealership. Am I making sense? So that's another myth, because when you go to an expert in the field of building the material, or someone who is an expert in building cars, for example, you still are not getting what you need for your personal branding and your marketing, etc. So let people in their field of expertise help you with the type of help that you need. Okay, then my next note is about free information, okay? It's only about the information, so I can Google everything that I need, and then I'll go do it and try it out, and then I'll be shocked when I don't get results. Duh! And then have the audacity to say that it doesn't work for you. Well, of course not, because you're downloading the free videos and the free information, and then you're gonna go with your lack of knowledge to try to figure it out. So if guidance wasn't needed, then everyone would have everything that they want. The price that you pay when you get an expert on board to coach you or to help you is not for the information. Like, I always am working with a coach in something. And it's not for the knowledge. I know my way on the internet. I can Google what I need to know. That's not what it is about. It's about the implementation, the mindset, and the accountability. Most importantly, it's about having someone that you can ask questions, that you can spar with, because you'll realize that you can find the information, but when you start to implement, you will have questions specific to your situation as you're going along. So for example, I'm learning Facebook ads with Laurel Lane, who has, as a part of her program, weekly Q&A and coaching. So if you're doing something and you can look at your numbers and how much sales we received from the ads, then you can have someone give you an opinion about, like, well, how is this a good result, or should I tweak something? You can't Google that. Or if you Google it, you'll have different people with different strategies that you're trying to piece together. Now, everything works, but when you piece different things together, everyone has a different strategy, you will end up stuck and confused. So no, you can't do it by yourself. If you want serious results, you need to get guidance. And if you do have a way to figure it out by yourself, all the time that you're struggling trying to decide what to do is a waste, and it's a loss of opportunity. So when you see someone offer their expertise and they charge, for example, $5,000 a month or whatever the case might be, it's not because of the information that they bring. Like, for me, most people that I work with know more than me about marketing and branding. They don't come for me to tell them something that will blow their mind that they didn't know, because they have YouTube. They watch all the information. But it's about someone to help you with the mindset as you are implementing. It's about someone to help you stay on track when you want to give up. It's about someone to bring out your memory of, why the fuck am I doing this? What am I trying to get? Every time you're growing in something, life is gonna throw a jab at you to let you think that it's not working, people are not buying it, you're not getting the opportunity. And it's that expert that's working with you side by side that can tell you, no, stick to it, do this, tweak this, take this, pull it apart. If you're trying to figure it out because you can download the information, you don't have that. The biggest part that I help my clients with is mindset and confidence. even though they come to me to get sales or to get more clients or more visibility. When we dig deep and we work together, they have that voice that tells them this is not going to work for me. I'm not good enough to do this. I need another certification. I need another expert on board. This works for everyone else, but I don't look good on video, so it's not for me. All these things. And you can Google your way to the how-to, but that support is what you pay for. So I hope that's clear. Lastly, my favorite. Personal branding means you have to become a slave to social media. Absolutely not. Biggest lie ever, okay? There are so many AI and automation technologies nowadays for you that you can build freedom for yourself. What I do, for example, I've told you this before, I create a document in Google with all my information that I want to put out. Most of the time, it's like 5 pages that I typed out. I take that and I use that to create videos on a content creation day. I chop that video into stories and reels and TikToks. Well, I'm not on TikTok, but sometimes people post it. I don't have TikTok. I use that information to create like quotes that I put on Twitter. So most of the time that you see something from me, it's a secret. I'm not online. I look like I'm online when I'm taking a day off most of the time. And then when I feel inspired to share something, I do a live video or I do a story. But most of the time, the emails that you get, the things that you see, I've prepared 2 weeks prior so that I can work with my clients offline and not be on social media. Now, what I do recommend that you have to do is when you have some time, respond to people when they comment or message you, because that's where your sales come from. But that doesn't take you to put on makeup or to have your lashes on or to have like even some decent outfit on, right? You can be offline in your pajamas responding to people, and the material are things that you did on a Saturday morning 2 weeks ago and you scheduled it out. So you don't have to be a slave to social media. And then, more importantly, personal branding for CEOs, entrepreneurs, coaches, influencers, or employees can also be built completely offline. It does not have to only be on social media. So I can build you a whole strategy completely offline outside of the internet using PR, traditional advertising, speaking on stages as a motivational speaker or expert in your field. We can do like hosting events and using like TV shows to promote you and things like that. But it's just a slower process compared to when you have social media as a part of everything that you do, helping you speed up the process as a piece of the pie. But it's only a piece of the pie. So I'm not sitting here telling you to become an influencer all of a sudden, but I can't lie. I do have to tell you that social media is a big part of it. That's just the facts in this day and age that we live. So if you are bound by legal terms or the industry that you cannot be on social media, or you just absolutely don't want to be, we can work with that. But you have to realize that it takes a little bit more time in that process. But it's still personal branding. So hopefully today I helped you eliminate the fake belief that this is not for you. I don't care. I wholeheartedly believe that it doesn't matter if you want to build a business or a career or a charity or just share your passion. I can take any random person and help them with personal branding to become a thought leader or the expert or the best one and live the life and the freedom that they want, leveraging the strategies that I build to the table. So stop thinking that this is only for this type of person or only for social media, etc. Because if you don't get with the program, I'll say it again, you will feel it in your pockets. Don't say I didn't warn you, okay? So if this has helped you, please share, like, and subscribe. By the way, if you are seeing this video before June 10 and you live in Curacao, join me and Sutini Sanger for the personal branding and content tour. We will teach you how to level up your brand, and Sutini is going to teach you all the principles about the visual side of your colors, your branding, your photos, and what makes sense for you to look premium and get the respect that you need, because people do look at the cosmetics as well, okay? So I'll see you in the next video. Subscribe for more. Check out all the links of things that I have to offer to you below this video, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.